Hello and welcome to a short guide on utilizing the group functions on Regolith.rocks, one of, if not the best online resource for Star Citizen mining. Here I will show you how to set up and customize a mining session. The first thing you will need to do is log in. You can do this either with Google or Discord, but for this guide I'll be using Discord. Authorize this in your Discord app. It should take you back in. Next, you want to go to Dashboard, which will bring up the sessions, and select Create a New Session. And there you go. To customize, what you want to do is go to Settings. What sort of activity you want to be doing is listed down below. The name, I'm going to put AB's Mining Session. Can't spell. And I'll be mining on Rego is the description of it. Select your location. It is not in Stanton. And I'll be doing surface mining. Scroll down, we'll be doing ship mining, that's all set. And select save. This is quite handy to do when it comes to surveying, because when you put in a scouting find, all the data will already be populated, the location will already be set. So here we are on Fuego with our regular session shrunk down to record over Star Citizen, but normally I would have it on my second monitor. Here I'll show you how to input a scouting find to your regular session. First, find a rock cluster. What I like to do while scanning is get your ship stationary, hover over a rock, and press Z to enable free look. This stops your view from drifting to any slight mouse movements while the rock scans. You can see I can move my mouse around and my ship stays locked on the middle of this granite deposit. Tab back to Regolith. Go down to the scouting finds box of your session. Click on this little icon. You can input data in a couple of ways. You can either enter it manually. We have a granite rock with 1308 mass. 23% resistance, 25.65 instability, containing Boris and Corundum. 6.2 for the Boris and 39.49 for the Corundum. Hit save. There you have your first rock. It takes a bit of time to input rocks manually like this. I prefer to use optical character recognition or OCR. You can hit add from capture and either do screen sharing, my preferred way, or copy and paste from a screenshot. So for this next rock, go you first the screenshot method, get over the rock, press Z, Alt, print screen, and then paste with Control V. Line up this little crop box over the scan results and hit submit. That all seems to be in order, except this 8 here on the 48 for the Boris is actually a 0, so we can fix that. Now it's all in order. Or the other method, screen sharing. Select your Star Citizen window. Find the next rock. Tap back to Regolith. It's already there and waiting. Hit submit. See if the image is a bit blurry. See if it picks up everything. It did not, but it picked up the Boris, so we'll use this. Add on the Corundum. 41.07. And I think that was a 6 for the instability as well. Sometimes OCR will have a hard time telling 0s and 8s apart, as you saw there, but it's not too hard to manually do it. Also, if you're too close, you might encounter this issue, where there's a lot of ground clutter. You can get far enough away so that it renders out and you've got a smoother background by your scan results window. Or, in a particularly noisy planet like this, with lots of smaller rocks, you can get a bit lower, pitch your ship, or roll your ship to the side so that the scan results window are above the horizon here. See if this picks it up. Nice clear background on this. I'm not going to input this one because we've already scanned this rock. For the sake of accuracy on Regolith, it's important to scan not just the most valuable rocks, but the entire cluster. This will also show you the complete makeup of what you've scanned so far, up on the top cluster stats bit here. I'm just going to quickly scan the remainder of this cluster. And there we go, with the last rock in the cluster scanned and surveyed on Regolith. We can now hit create, and it summarizes our scouting find a few seconds ago. 10 rocks in the cluster. The summary of what's inside it. Not too bad a cluster, good bit of backlight on that one rock. Maybe I'll call in a mole to help me with that one. So I'm going to do a bit of mining now, and we'll see you back at refinery. So here we are, back at Checkmate at the refinery deck. One of my favourite features of Regolith is its ability to track work orders and its simplicity. Do the standard setting up your refinery order. Select the method and the materials you want to refine as per usual. Hit get quote, but don't confirm it just yet. Before confirming, you want to head back to Regolith. Click on this little rock icon here under the work order section this time. Again, you can input it manually. I prefer to do the import from capture, which I still have running from before. See if it gets all of this, which it has, including the timer. Hit save new order. And there we go. We've got the net, which is minus the refinery fees. We've got the timer. Now the timer can also be tracked on the dashboard under work orders. You see I've got one work order from Checkmate Station. Once it loads, it'll tell me how long it has left. While it does that, confirm this work order. Refining with 8 hours left. You have a list of all your previous refinery orders running down below. We're going to head back to the session and show you one other neat thing I forgot while we were on the planet. That is, in the scouting finds, say you find this really good cluster with some quants and taranite. Up here where it says discovered, if you want to draw attention to it, you hit needs workers, and it'll display as yellow and flashing on the Regolith session. So any other mole operators or other miners can see, oh, this guy has a find that he needs some help with. Why don't we head over to him, see if it's still available.